Aquarius, what's going on? So we're going to do a love reading. We're going to see what December looks like for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, if you're new here, welcome. Keep in mind it's general. It may or may not resonate. If not, check out your Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You are returning. Thank you for all of your beautiful energy and support. Make sure you hang out to the end of the reading. As I clarify, the energy can switch up. And we're also going to look at singles and your love life at the end. All right, let's see what's coming in for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, December love messages. What's up? Also, too, real quickly, thank you for those of you who have donated to the channel. I really, really appreciate that. It helps me buy, new decks and supplies and all of that good stuff. So I really do appreciate that. And for the channel members, thank you so much. I love our community. If you'd like to join the channel, that link is below in the description box as well. So I have the best tarot community. All right, let's see what's coming in for Aquarius. We've got the Six of Swords coming into the reading. There's your air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm going to lay out the cards. I'm going to channel the messages, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, what's influencing the Six of Swords? We've got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. What's on your mind, Aquarius? Seven of Swords. Who are you avoiding? Are you avoiding a big fat liar, cheater? What happened in the recent past? The Nine of Cups. Why is it all happening? What's the main energy? We've got the Three of Cups. All right. And what's your outcome in love for December? Four of Wands. It looks nice. Let's clarify and see what's going on. Bottom of the deck. Beautiful. We've got the Empress. Look at that. Whether you're a male or female. If you're a male, you're taking on that Emperor energy. Libra, Taurus. But the Empress overall energy. This is about self-care, self-love, loving yourself, knowing your worth. Somebody also possibly sees you in that energy. That Empress is the entire package, right? Embodies all the beautiful energy of all the kings and queens. Very, very powerful, beautiful energy. She's all about new beginnings, giving birth to something new. But it is a very... that Empress energy is a very kind of once in a lifetime type thing. You don't come across an Empress or an Emperor very often. So somebody could view you as a wifey or husband material. We're going to clarify it. You guys might just be kind of in that energy too of, I know my worth, I know my value. And, focusing on creating new things in your life. But let's see. All right, what does Aquarius need to know? Love in December. What does love look like for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? All right, two more shuffles, and then we'll get to it. Aquarius, what do y'all need to know about love? It's all happening because of this Three of Cups. So you guys seem like you're in that very kind of celebratory energy, maybe spending time with family, friends, going out, enjoying yourselves, just being happy. Maybe dating or open to dating. Why is the Empress your overall energy, Aquarius? What is this about? And the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you're pouring into yourself. Like you're loving yourself. You're doing things that make you happy. What's this Nine of Cups? With the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, it's your career. You're focusing on your future, making plans for your future with your money and your career and, all of those wonderful things. Somebody wants to plan a future with you too, though, and they're slowly coming in. They see you as wish fulfillment. But coming into the actual reading, we've got the Six of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Swords coming into the reading for Aquarius with that Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords? Yeah, some of you have moved on from someone. You wanted to find peace and harmony. It feels like you guys are in this energy of just healing, getting your thoughts together, you're calm, you're collected. You may have had to move away from somebody to get into that energy. But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is focusing on, again, your new beginnings, your worth, maybe your career. Some of you are starting a new job or a new business. You might be kind of in that energy of just like solo, right? Why is the Knight of Wands influencing this? We've got Sagittarius. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands. You guys are pursuing something, though, that you're very passionate about. But I also feel like you have somebody kind of coming in too that's very attracted to you. What's this Ace of Wands? What is it? And the High Priestess in reverse. Somebody that has maybe been silent. somebody that's going to reveal something to you, possibly. Again, I feel like you guys are creating something in your life that you're passionate about, and it could literally be something creative with the Ace of Wands as well. What happened in the recent past? Nine of Cups with the Hierophant. You guys have learned a lot of valuable lessons. We've got Taurus energy there. And I really feel like with the Nine of Cups, it was like, you know what? Listen, I'm going to pour into myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to treat myself well. Like, I'm going to focus on my health. I'm going to focus on, self-care. And with the Hierophant, what's this about though? With the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There could have been a love offer here. Some of you have already met someone new, and that's what this Empress energy is. If that's the case, it's very beautiful. But I also feel as though you're kind of in that energy of like, I'm open to this relationship or new love, but at the same time, I have a passion towards something. You're kind of like keeping your distance here a little bit as well. Though that's for those of you who are dating someone, you're in a relationship, you're into it, but you're also very, very focused on yourself, your values, like what you want. And you're not going to overgive is basically what this feels like. You're going to make sure you're pouring into yourself as well. Why is the Seven of Swords on your mind, Aquarius? Yeah, the Two of Cups. What's the Seven of Swords with the Two of Cups? Why is this on Aquarius's mind? Judgment in reverse. It feels like you guys have learned a lot of lessons from the past. You've got Scorpio energy there. And again, this is energy of like, yeah, I'm open to this relationship or a new connection or, dating someone, being in a relationship, but I am not going to give all my energy and love to one person. I'm going to make sure that I'm also focusing on myself, that I'm pouring into my cup, because it feels like maybe you guys poured into somebody too much and you kind of neglected yourself, and you've learned a valuable lesson from that. And so you're making sure that you're also, you're not like being clingy, you're focusing on your dreams, your goals as well, and kind of pulling away at times, right? You don't want to repeat the past. Why is this all happening? It's the Three of Cups. Why is this here? Yeah, see, look at that. The sun. You guys are in an amazing energy throughout December. You've got Leo energy there, Aquarius. This is all about, it's a very healing energy, but it's also happiness. It's, again, I'm getting that feel of, I can be with you, we can date, we can be in a relationship, or I'm open to that. But, I'm going to be happy regardless with the sun and the Three of Cups. Making sure also that you have balance, that you're not, and again, maybe some of you in the past just kind of threw all your energy into a person or a relationship, and you're determined to not do that again. I'm going to, make sure I'm spending time with friends or family or just myself, doing things that make me happy. You've got the Four of Wands here as your outcome. What's this about? Four of Wands. Yeah, see, Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to focus on myself. I know my worth. I know my value. My career, my finances, all of those things are very important to me. And the Nine of Pentacles can do it on their own. They can be in a relationship, Four of Wands, but also can be on their own. It's kind of that energy of like, if it works, great. But I'm not going to neglect myself for a relationship or for a person. I've learned those lessons. I've done that in the past. I'm a catch and I know it. And that is an amazing energy to be in. What's this Four of Wands? Some of you work from home or you're starting a business or something on the side where, it's going to bring in some nice income. And again, it could be from home. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, because you've learned from the past. Five of Cups. I am not going to lose myself in a relationship or a connection. I've learned those lessons. It led to disappointment. What's this Five of Cups as your outcome with the Nine of Pentacles? Justice. Yeah, you've called justice on a situation, right? You know how to balance out your life, right over wrong. If it works, great. If not, I have me, I have my friends, I have my life, I have my health, my work. It's raising that sword and saying, I'm open to this. But don't get it twisted. I don't have to have you. And I'm going to make sure that I have other things going on for me in my life. It's amazing. What's Judgment in reverse? The Lovers. Yeah, there was a relationship that you guys dealt with where maybe, again, clearly it didn't work, right, in the past. You got Gemini energy there. But again, you took a step back and you learned from whatever went down with that relationship. You don't want to repeat those same mistakes. You've done a lot of work on yourself. That's also what is bringing in this new opportunity. Some of you are already in a relationship. Remember, everybody's on a different time frame, past, present, future. But it's because you're vibing on such a high level and you're focusing on you as well. Knight of Cups in the recent past with the Six of Pentacles. And yeah, there's that lack of balance in the recent past. You may have been dealing with somebody that was kind of in and out. The Knight of Cups is, it is a love offer, but the Knight of Cups can be somebody that comes in and then they leave. It's not the most consistent. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, maybe you neglected your job, yourself, your friends, like whatever this is. And the universe is, you know, bringing in justice here, which is also karma. Like you've learned something here. Yeah, that it just led to headaches with the Nine of Swords, right? You were definitely connecting with somebody, Aquarius, that just left you in your head. It left you anxious because you were probably worried about other areas of your life, including yourself, that you were not spending as much time on that you probably should have. And you just are determined to not do that again. You had a big awakening. I just saw the Tower, Scorpio energy at the bottom of the deck. How does this love connection, how does this person feel about Aquarius throughout December? Page of Cups. Yeah. There's an emotional investment. They're kind of, you know, it's small with the Page of Cups here. They might be, this could be somebody that's a little bit younger than you as well. How else do they feel? Pisces and the Knight of Wands. There's a strong physical attraction. This just feels like the beginnings of something with that Knight of Wands. Again, you might start getting that feeling like, oh, this is reminding me of the past. Like they're a little bit inconsistent, or maybe they don't seem as serious as you think they should. But you're not really bothered by it. You're just kind of like, it is what it is. I've learned from the past, and, you know, I'm not going to think any less of myself. I'm going to make sure that I'm still doing really, really well. I know who I am. I know that what I bring to the table. Yeah. And you're raising that sword, Aquarius, male or female. There you are. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, there definitely could be an age difference with the Queen and the Knight, or just a difference in maturity when it comes to love, like what you want. And you're going to tell this person, or you're going to speak your mind in general with that Queen of Swords, right? And setting boundaries very early on. It's a beautiful energy to be in, right? Let's see how this person will feel about you and what kind of outcome this has. All right, so show me this person for Aquarius in December. All right, what does Aquarius need to know? This person's feelings, actions they'll be taking. What does Aquarius need to know? Actions this person will be taking, their true feelings and intentions. True feelings and intentions for Aquarius in December. One more shuffle, y'all. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do y'all need to know about this person's true feelings and intentions throughout December? By the way, this person views you as the entire package as well. All right. What's going on with this person? What's their story when it comes to Aquarius? We've got the Seven of Swords. What are they thinking? We've got the Chariot, sign of Cancer. How do they feel about Aquarius throughout December? The Wheel of Fortune. What are they hiding? What aren't they telling you? Page of Swords. Why are they hiding this? We've got the Five of Pentacles. Action they'll be taking, an outcome with Aquarius. What do we have? We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels very kind of either new or, you know, a little bit immature as far as like, you know, actions they're taking or what they want. It's kind of, I'm getting this energy of somebody just trying to kind of get a feel. Get a feel. And with the Seven of Swords, what's this about? I feel like this person is strategizing, like putting a plan in place here. Yeah, with the Sun. Because your energy is so like happy and positive. You have a lot of changes in your life right now. So they're trying to kind of maneuver because you're vibing on such a high level. Not that they're vibing on a low level, but again, this is somebody who, you know, they may feel a little bit intimidated. Why is the Chariot on their mind? Because of the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Yeah, your values, your belief systems, you're very strong. Like you're not going to budge on what you want. And that's led you to a lot of success with the Chariot. But on this person's mind is they see themselves in a relationship with you. They're just timid and they're taking it very, very slow. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in their feelings? Yeah, with the Knight of Cups, there's the love offer. But notice they keep showing as a knight. And again, there seems to be this intimidation with the Wheel of Fortune and their emotions. You know, they're waiting for change or waiting on the right time to bring in this love offer. They've been watching you. They don't want you to know that with the Page of Swords, Magician, Gemini energy, Virgo energy. They've been keeping an eye on you, asking about you, maybe watching you on social media, something like that. You're very charismatic with the Magician. They've been manifesting some sort of union or to, communicate with you. Why? It's because of the Five of Pentacles with the Moon. Yeah, you've been very closed off to someone here. Pisces, Cancerian energy. Maybe you've already left them out in the cold, or they kind of feel like you're not really warming up to them. And with the Moon, you're kind of closed off. So they're trying to figure out a way to manifest. You've been holding back from this person. What's going on, Aquarius? Why is the Page of Pentacles actions they're taking with the Nine of Cups? Again, that Page of Pentacles is an investment. It's a small kind of little bit of a breadcrumb. For some of you, it could be an olive branch if you're in no contact with them. But with the Nine of Cups, again, this is like wish fulfillment. They see you as really happy, focused on yourself. You're going to get a message from this person, but they're taking it super slow. They're a little bit shy or intimidated, even though they look at you and they know that a lot of success would come to, this relationship. It could be successful. This is somebody they could settle down with. Nine of Cups. Ooh, with the Tower. What's coming with the Tower? Why is this here? Scorpio energy and the Eight of Cups. You might just not even give this person the time of day. And that might be why they're feeling a little bit intimidated or a little bit scared to come towards you. They will. You'll get a message, but it'll be something like, how about the weather? It's getting really cold out these days, isn't it? It's just something like that. And you're just like, I don't have time for this. I get like not a whole lot of interest on your side here with this person. Again, it's who this person is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's somebody that you've already left out in the cold, but you will hear from them. I just don't think you may not even answer them, Aquarius. That's just what I'm getting. You guys don't seem very interested in what this person has to say. You've done so much work on yourself. You're just kind of focused on, moving forward and creating new things and relationships in your life, but they don't seem to really tickle your fancy. All right, what about singles? What do y'all need to know, Aquarius? If you're single, what's coming in for Aquarius singles? What is single love? What does love look like for the singles for Aquarius? What do y'all need to know? All right, what's coming in for the singles in December? We've got the King of Pentacles. You might have an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or somebody that's just very established, very grounded. They do well for themselves in their career, but they also want a relationship, successful. We've got the 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups. This person may have gone through a divorce or an ending. I don't see that they're still with this person. They're ready to start dating, go out. This person will, want to go out to dinner, want to take you out on a date. We've got Judgment. They've healed. They've gone through some sort of awakening, this person. And they've made a choice or decision that they're ready to get out there and they want to ask you out. 6 of Cups in reverse. Something from the past kind of was not the best, but they've moved on from that. A little bit of negative energy from a past relationship. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got a King and a Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, this is something that you could really build upon, whether you're male or female, if you want this. We've got a match here. So this is somebody, when you get a match like that, this is somebody that's supposed to come into your life for some reason. The Hanged Man in reverse with the King of Pentacles, Pisces energy. This person's a little bit stubborn, right? They kind of like, this is somebody that's like, they want to plan the date. They want to, whether they're male or female, it's like my way or the highway a little bit, but they've also released from another energy. What's this Ten of Swords? They've gotten out of something. Yeah, the Emperor. They may have been married or in a long-term relationship. This is a very successful person, though, Aquarius, for you singles that are interested. This is somebody that maybe runs their own business or is a boss. Very mature. Three of Cups with the High Priestess, Pisces energy. This could be somebody that wants to keep their options open. They may be kind of just dating around, getting to know people. With Justice, though, they're fair, they're honest, trustworthy with Justice here. They're going to come across a little bit closed off or private about like what they've been through, especially like for those of you where this person was married or they're getting out of another relationship. They're single, they're already out of that relationship, but they may come across as like not really wanting to talk about that. It's like this is the type of person that's like the past is the past, right? Judgment with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they're ready to date and they definitely want to get to know you, converse, take you out. What's this bad energy, though, from the past? Six of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Wands, but they're releasing it. They're moving forward, manifesting, letting go. Yeah, they've had a bad experience in their previous relationship, but they've moved on from that. Somebody that's very mature. We've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. So manifesting, bringing in good news. They're going to view you as, you know, somebody with a lot of potential that they could commit to. This looks very promising for those of you who want this, who are ready for this. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody who believes in relationships, marriage, wants to settle down again. Even though they've had a bad experience, they're manifesting, pushing forward, and releasing with the Eight of Wands. Very good, Aquarius. For those of you who are single and want to, you know, start dating, it looks like you have somebody around you that's going to try to get to know you, ask you out. There's a lot of potential here. How you might meet this person, it could be at work, but it'll be different for all of you. Maybe some of you will meet online. You may have to travel to see them. I'm not getting heavy travel, but there is a few indications of that. All right. All right, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments, Aquarius. Thank you. I love you guys hard. Love me hard back, and we'll speak soon. Take care.